listen up. Thank you for joining me. Um, I guess you can see why I do the ALX Proverbs reading instead, right? Kind of lighter tone. My Christian stuff is a little bit heavier conversation. So let's get back into ALX Proverbs. This is chapter 11. I'll briefly touch up on it because I'd rather go to chapter 12. We'll do a 2-for-1. Keep it nice and sweet. Chapter 11 in ALX Proverbs is prioritize health. Nothing matters if you're ill. Your habits determine the quality and longevity of your life. We pursue this wealth and freedom. It would be a shame to be cooped up in the hospital bed, wishing and regretting. Let's see. Yeah, basically it says move your body, pay attention, don't vape. I go to the gym and punish myself because I vape. Otherwise, I also gotta punish myself for sitting too much, because if you sit too much, you get sore. If you exercise, you get sore. One of them kind of feels a little bit better than the other one, right? It doesn't come with regret. So, boom, 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 prioritize health. We can all kind of assume how that conversation is gonna go. Boom. Chapter 12. Welcome to ALX Proverbs, chapter 12. Discipline. Your ability to say no to yourself is crucial to your journey. This is such a huge determinant of your success. Can you sacrifice present comfort and time for the benefit of something other than your present comfort? Be disciplined in consumption of mental and physical food. One of the reasons why I started making this content is it's mental food. For years, I was scrolling to some mind-numbing bullshit, right? And I guess, so let's talk about me adding females back, right? I'm most often about 60-80% of females, got their cheeks as a profile picture, right? So a version of some kind of them displaying themselves to be extra attractive. If that's kind of the standard, the norm, and I understand that the physical fitness side of things is pretty beautiful because it takes hard work, but it's also, I'm a content maker, right? So I know that likes mean something. It feels good to get likes and stuff. And so you ladies kind of give us a double standard. You hate it when your guy likes females, right? Because their booty's out, or they got some tight pants on. Everybody does that. Everybody has that out. So it's almost a norm. If it's frowned upon, perhaps look a little bit more conservative, right? So there's nothing wrong with a man having to use a little bit of imagination to see you. Not everybody should be allowed to be like, I can see the thigh gap, which is fucking sexy. Sorry. Or just the outline of the jewels, right? So sometimes we just got to be a little bit more conservative and this and that. Assuming you might have a dude at home who's like, I don't want my girl to be getting fucked by everybody I fucked, right? By everybody at Jack in the Box or QFC or Safeway, right? Discipline yourself. There's a harsh truth that every successful person must face on their journey. Your ability to say no to yourself will be the single most significant determinant of your success. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But it's far more difficult than it seems. We all want to enjoy the present moment. We want instant gratification, to ease the discomfort of here and now, to indulge in pleasures that feel good, and that's okay, in moderation. But if your goal is success, real meaningful success, then you must learn to control the one thing that will ultimately determine whether you rise or fall: yourself. I should stop here. Yourself. So, I mean, currently I'm kind of a loser, right? Just reading some stuff that I think about. You guys are kind of participating in the reading of my diary. I'm, but, but, I'm, I'm finding out that there are other people who kind of think similarly. And so when similar intellects meet, right, and they bounce ideas, and it's like, oh, so the ideas expand. I'm not out here gossiping about bullshit, right? Because I've already done a little bit of that. I didn't like how that feels, and it's just too small time. So why do I care if some guy that makes 60,000 a year, what he's up to, or what the fuck is his family problem is? Why do I care if some dude that I'm no longer in contact with like doesn't like me? So, ideas, right? And events is something that we can talk about that is a polite conversation. Nobody wants to just be invited to a fucking gossip party, at least not dudes, right? If dudes are out here gossiping, they are not respected among dudes. So, ALX Proverbs is made for sharpening iron, and as iron sharpens iron, so does one man sharpen another. So this is a little guide to try to help us just expand our awareness for how we can also live a good life. We're trying to get rich. I'm pretty sure all of us, right? But we can also be rich in the mind and already be living a decent life because we prioritize health, we're making good decisions, we have a good vision, we're worked on the foundation, we're paying the dues, we're enjoying the moment, there's gratitude, we're enjoying the people we're with, we're also selective about making good decisions and keeping the good people around us versus cutting off the bad apples, right? This and that. So, discipline self. That's the most, what, yeah, the biggest determinant whether you're going to be successful or not is, can you discipline yourself? Ugh, nasty little word. The ability to delay gratification, to sacrifice present comfort for future reward, is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who fall short. It is the difference between building a life of wealth, health, and fulfillment and remaining stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. Discipline isn't something that comes naturally to most people. It's something you must cultivate, sharpen, and continuously enforce in your life every day without compromise. The I guess the good part is we miss, right? We miss days, we miss weeks, we miss months. But the goal is, what did it say? Without compromise, continuously enforce. So if you even sometimes feel bad about missing your habits or good decisions, as long as we're like, oh, okay, I don't like how it feels, maybe kind of let me dwell in that nasty little feeling so that I don't have to relive it again over and over, right? Be like, okay, next time that decision comes by, I'm gonna do differently. Or tomorrow I'm going to go to the gym, or tomorrow I'm going to eat a little bit less of my favorite snack, right? Or drink a little bit less soda, or vape a little bit less, or something, right? So every day we just try to do it again and again and again. Small increments of progress is actually counts. I'm using my toothbrush to scratch my back. Oh shit. 9:30. Okay, okay, okay. Let's face it, you want success, you must become ruthless in your discipline. You must be able to say no to the immediate desires and comfort that come your way. Whether you're skipping a workout to binge watch Netflix or spend money on things you don't need just to feel good for a fleeting moment, the power to say no to yourself is everything. You cannot build anything sustainable without this fundamental skill. Thank you for watching.